What's up, people? In this video, we're going to take a look at this lovely young lady, Diana Malloy. Somebody asked me to do this video. I tried the 1 meal a day diet, and this happened. So, yeah, let's just watch this, I guess. If you guys have any other recommendations for YouTubers or videos that you want me to take a look at, let me know. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Well, let's see. Is this going to work? No, it's not going to work. Wonderful. Maybe if we do an incognito window.
Hey guys, look. Hey guys,
Hello,
look.
friends.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. Hello, friends.
Alright, I hate this already. Oh my god.
Welcome back to my channel. So as you can probably see by the title, I'm going to be trying out another one of these like fad diets or popular diets, and I'm going to be doing the OMAD 1 meal a day diet, whatever you want to call it. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It basically means I'm only allowed to eat one meal every single day, and I'm going to be doing that for... It's not going to be an entire week. It's actually more of a working week because I want to have the weekend to edit this video. So instead of like the full 7 days, it's like 6 days, but you know, it's close enough.
It's fine.
And I asked you guys what you thought about me doing this diet, and a lot of you guys are really worried about me, and it was kind of cute.
I got a little sauce because you guys were like worried about me and you cared about me. It was cute. Y'all cute.
But this isn't like a starvation diet or anything like that, because if you're smart enough, you will be eating enough calories. It's just all condensed into one meal. I am still going to add the trigger warning just because I feel any like food focused, diet focused video could be triggering to someone that has experienced an eating disorder, or maybe you're currently experiencing an eating disorder. Please exit out of the video, give it a dislike if that helps you sleep at night. But the reason that I'm doing this diet is because I feel like people act as if the 1 meal a day diet is like this magic
God-sent solution to losing weight.
And it's honestly not, because science has proven multiple times that meal timing has little to no effect on actual fat loss or fat gain. So I'm just going to be showing you guys that I am still going to be eating an adequate amount of calories, so y'all don't have to worry about me. This isn't like an extreme K-pop diet or anything like that. I'm not going to be tracking calories or anything like that, but I'm just saying that I'm not going to be having like a super small meal at the end of the night and say like, this is my only meal for the night. No, I'm going to have like a decent sized meal. So that is what I'm going to be doing for this video. So I'm going to let the footage...
Alright, oh my god, I don't even know where to start. Do all these like... Is this like all these like... Oh, I don't know. All these like Asian girl YouTubers, are they all like... Are they all kind of like operating under the same brand, and they're all like the same, like their content, or are they just happen to like the same make the same content? I don't know. Anyway, okay, what did she even say? She's gonna eat 1 meal a day. Trigger warning. Like, I hate this shit. I hate it so much. Like, who are these people who are like, oh, I was triggered. She talked about a meal. I can't handle it. Oh my god. Like, who are these people? Do people actually exist like that? Where they actually, like, they hear somebody talk about food and they get, like, so flustered that they have, like, a mental breakdown or something? Like, how do you exist, like, in life? Like, and okay, fine, I get it. She's trying to protect her brand and, like, you know, whatever, not get in trouble and not get demonetized and blah, blah, blah. But, like, you have to give a disclaimer. Like, I'm going to talk about food in this video. That upsets you. Like, you're not even, like, if she was talking about, like, I don't know, abortion or like racism or like maybe something that could actually, you know, have, I guess the difference is this. It's right. It's like racism, you don't really have any control over that, right? Like, let's say, I don't know, a random example. Let's say you're black, right? And you live in an area where, like, it's not good to be black. Let's just say you don't really have much control over that. It's like, you live there, you're kind of fucked. I guess you could move, but like you grow up, let's say you're a kid and you're just kind of in that environment. There's not much you can really do about it. You're going to have a lot of like issues about that. I would assume. I don't really know. But it's possible, right? Or like, you know, I guess the abortion thing, let's say, right? Like you whatever, you grow up with certain values, and like it's an issue that when it's brought up you have strong opinions about. But this like food thing, like really, like it's food, like you eat it every day. I don't know, whatever. And then what else did she say? All right, so she said science has proven that meal timing does not have an effect on weight loss or weight gain. Technically that is true, right? I guess, like, I don't know, I haven't like dug into the research, but I do remember hearing many times from many sources that like there's no real difference between people who eat all of their calories in one meal versus people who eat all of their calories spread out through several meals throughout the day, right? So that's I think what she's referring to. However, it doesn't, like, and this is one of the problems with scientific studies, like it doesn't take into consideration the fact that adhering, like only eating healthy food and living, let's just call it a healthy lifestyle, is much easier when you only eat one meal a day. Like, especially, let's say you keep your eating window short, right? If you only have an hour to eat, right? Even if you eat like whatever you want, right? Let's say you eat total garbage. Number one, you're gonna feel awful, right? It's a punishment in and of itself. So that's number one. Number two, like you can't, like, I guess if you try, you can like do one of these like mukbang, like I ate 50 packs of M&Ms in an hour, like, I guess. But like if you're just a normal person eating food, the time that it takes you to eat an actual meal, right? You eat your whatever, like normal meal. You can't actually eat that much food in one sitting. You just can't. It's not possible. So that's that. Like, I don't even know. I should have like woken up a little bit before I did this video. Anyway, let's just continue.
Of my weight, physique, and my measurements play right now.
All right, let's take a look here. What are we working with? She looks okay. She's got the high-waisted shorts. Yeah, all right, let's just...
And then at the end of this little experiment, I will redo my weight, physique, and my measurements to see if anything actually changed. And then throughout, or at the end of this video, I'll kind of touch on the pros and the cons of something like this. And yeah, that's about it. I don't want to ramble too much in this intro because that's something that I always tend to do. It is currently 7:26 in the morning, and I'll see you guys later tonight when I'm having my first and last meal of the day. So see you guys then. Whew, okay, hey guys, it's the same day. I change multiple times throughout the day. If you watched any of my other videos, then you would know I go through like 3 outfits a day sometimes. I really don't know what my problem is. But I figured I would just kind of give you a little update on like my hunger levels and things like that. I've been keeping myself super busy, so I haven't really noticed my hunger all that much. I'm drinking a lot of water, obviously. It's almost 5:30 p.m. and I finished a gallon today. But my hunger levels aren't really that bad, and it's probably just because I have been working all day, so I haven't really been paying attention to my hunger.
I don't got the time to pay attention to my hunger.
But now it's kind of starting to settle in. I usually don't eat until a little bit later in the day, but I think I'm gonna start cooking my dinner now. Not my dinner, it's just my meal for the day. I'm gonna start cooking it now, but I am kind of curious, like, am I gonna feel satisfied after this meal? Am I gonna feel extra full after this meal? Because it is going to be a larger portion. It's gonna be more dense in calories. Like I said, this isn't like a starvation diet. It's not even really a diet because I'm going to probably be having like a day's worth of calories in this meal. Again, I'm more so doing this little experiment diet, whatever you want to call it, just to see how I feel throughout the day, and also because people seem to think that the 1 meal a day diet is a godsend, when in reality, I mean, my
Hypothesis
is that it's not, and science has proven multiple times that I should be correct, but you know, I guess we'll see. But I am going to start making my dinner now. I keep saying dinner, but just because the time of day and things like that. But I'm gonna start making my first and last meal of the day right now, and then I will show you guys all of it when it's done. Okay, so this is going...
Oh my god, are you fucking serious? Really? Oh god. Okay, anyway, before we even talk about this, like, I was gonna say, like, good for her for trying, right? Like, as, like, my irritation is like unwarranted. I mean, I don't know, maybe like I actually kind of just woke up, but she's trying. Okay, she's trying this thing. She's heard it's really good, and like now that I've watched a little bit more of this and I'm able to kind of take a closer look at all this like disclaimer bullshit, I think what's really going on here is that she, you know, like we saw what she looks like, right? She's cute, you know, she's got like decent body, I guess, but you can tell she probably wishes that she like looked like maybe wasn't quite as like, it's not like chubby. Probably wishes she didn't have like as much fat around her midsection. Probably wishes she was like a little bit more lean, right? So she like hears about OMAD, wants to do OMAD, and she's like, okay, I'll try it. It doesn't sound like the echo chamber of like 3 meals a day or 5 meals a day. I did a couple Google searches and it said it's not true. Plus, all of my subscribers are probably fucking teenage girls who like stick their finger down their throat. So if I make a video about this, I have to give a disclaimer every 2 minutes and say like, I know there's no scientific proof about this and it's probably wrong and it's probably a terrible idea, but please don't unsubscribe from my channel because I just want to try it anyway. So like, even as I like hear myself describe that, like that sounds so negative. I don't know what's wrong with me today. But I get the feeling that's kind of what's happening. And, you know, honestly, this reminds me of the video that I did of Cheap Lazy Vegan. Like they're like, I almost thought they're the same person because they act exactly kind of the same. It's like even down to their little like, girl, you know, like their little like weird kind of like, I don't know, weird voice comments they make. I don't really know, whatever. I can't describe it. What am I even talking about? Okay, so I kind of want to talk about this food, but anyway, it reminds me of the other girl because you can tell she like she got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, right? She kind of wants to try it. She wants to lose weight, obviously. Like what girl doesn't want to lose weight? But she's not really. She doesn't seem to be like doing it right. She's just like, okay, well, I heard this is good. Let me like Google it a little bit and then try it based on what I think maybe might work without being too triggering to my like emotionally like fragile audience, and then set myself up for failure so that by the end nobody will criticize me for having an eating disorder, which is like, oh, and I'll get into that later, but like, oh my God, everybody these days, I had no idea until I started watching these videos, but like eating disorder, that's like the new witch hunt. Like anybody eats anything, they're like, oh my God, you have an eating disorder. You ate a salad, you have an eating disorder. You ate a fucking Quest bar and a hamburger, you have an eating disorder. You had a cheat meal, eating disorder. It's like, shut the fuck up about this eating disorder shit. It's whatever.
Going to be my meal for the night. I have 2 burgers. I put them on English muffins because I don't have any hamburger buns, but it works.
It's fine.
So this is a double cheeseburger with oh my God, I just called it a double cheeseburger and then I was gonna say with cheese.
Obviously.
Double cheeseburger with mushrooms and then 2 spicy chicken sandwiches with some vegan mayo. By the way, whenever I say like chicken or burgers, like it's all vegan. I hope you guys know that. But so I have 2 of these and then I have.
Yo, is this the Cheap Lazy Vegan girl? Are they actually the same person? I don't really know. Like they could be.
I have some fries, I have some strawberries and some asparagus. And then over here, because I would usually have oatmeal, but I'm just too lazy. I cannot handle all this cooking time and everything like that. Just no. So I'm going to be having 1 white chocolate macadamia nut Cliff bar, as well, oh, that's gross. I'm sorry. As well as this Lenny Myers complete cookie in the peanut butter flavor. That's going to be my meal for the night.
My meal for the night? That was so gross.
So that's going to be my first and last meal of day 1. So far, I'm feeling okay. Well, not feeling okay. I'm ravenous. I'm starving. So I'm super excited to eat this. And yeah, we'll see how I feel tomorrow. Hello, friends. It is day 2 of this little 1 meal a day diet experiment thing that I'm doing. And I just wanted to give you guys like a little update on how I'm feeling because I did.
All right, so let's just talk about OMAD a little bit. And I totally didn't even change the speed on this. Okay, so a few things. Number 1, she's a vegan, right? So like doing OMAD as a vegan, because as a vegan, if you want to get enough calories, you need to eat a higher volume of food generally, because most vegans, they're not, unless they're athletic, they're athletes. Like Patrick Baboumian, for example, is I think he's a good example, and also Blissful Athlete seems to like actually know what he's doing. Those guys, they train a sport. This girl doesn't look like she trains shit, so they know that they have to train a sport, and they can't eat fucking fake veggie burgers and like processed French fries because they have to train the next day, and they know that if they eat that shit, they're gonna drag their feet in the gym, right? However, yeah, so like most vegans, they don't eat the right types of food to to make it so they don't need to ingest a mass, like they're not deficient the next day. Or I guess most vegans are deficient, or they're deprived the next day because they don't eat enough legumes, they don't eat enough grains, right? Was that like an English muffin and like some fake hamburgers and a bunch of vegetables and like some processed cookie bars? Like who let this girl like have a YouTube channel? That's that. And what else was I gonna say? I don't know. Let's just move on. Oh my god, what did I do here?
Film after the meal I had last night, so I wasn't able to update you guys on like my hunger levels and things like that if I felt any different. I'm sorry if you can hear my washing machine, by the way, but a girl has to clean her bed sheets, so just ignore that if you hear it. I'm sorry. Am I crooked? Am I not straight? I mean, like, we all know I'm not straight, but you know what I mean. I don't know if that actually did anything, but whatever. But the whole point of intermittent fasting or the 1 meal a day diet, in my opinion, is to like make dieting easier. Of course, some people might take it to the extreme and really put themselves through starvation or something like that, because if you're not smart about the 1 meal a day diet or intermittent fasting, you can be severely under eating, which can have very negative side effects. So if you're smart about it and you're dieting in a healthy way, then I think the point and the purpose of intermittent fasting and the 1 meal a day diet is just so you feel more full, and it's kind of just like playing tricks on your mind, I guess, because since your eating window is smaller, you feel like you can eat more and you're eating more frequently, or you can have bigger meals or anything like that. So the point is that you feel fuller, I guess. Despite having a 2,000 plus calorie meal last night, I didn't feel any different than I usually do. Like the level of fullness that I felt after that meal last night, it was the same level of fullness I feel if I had eaten like breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the day. Like I wasn't overly full. I wasn't even like really bloated or anything like that. You would think with a bigger meal that's, you know, over 2,000 calories or something like that, I would feel like a little bit of bloat. But no, I didn't feel anything. But yeah, that's how I've been feeling. It's currently day 2 and it is 15:52 or 3:52 if you don't want to do the conversions. And I'm really not feeling that bad. Like I'm not super hungry or anything like that. All I know is that I'm very thankful that I have summer classes right now. Well, maybe thankful isn't the right word, but for the purpose of this experiment, it comes in handy because I'm so busy throughout a majority of the day that I genuinely don't even like think about eating. I think we're gonna have oatmeal tonight or something like that, and then I'll make sure to have like some rice and veggies and stuff like that on the side, and maybe like some tofu. That sounds pretty good. Because again, I'm not doing this diet like trying to restrict my calories or anything like that, and I do promote getting your fruits and your vegetables in, so I'm not just going to have like just vegetables or just fruit in my final meal, because I gotta practice what I preach, even though I'm doing a video on something that I don't really preach, but you know, whatever. And I don't know if this is like cheating, because I want to have oatmeal tonight, but I also want to have like some rice and vegetables and some tofu as well, and then also maybe like a granola bar or something like that. I don't know. And I know it's like 2 meals, but I'm considering it as just 1 meal, but I feel like some people in the comments are gonna be like, that's technically 2 meals. So I'm sorry if this is cheating. If you want me to like redo this diet again, where I follow all the strict rules that YouTube seems to set, then you know, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna finish some more chores and then get some work done, and then I'll be back with you guys when I'm having my first and last meal of the day. I keep saying like first meal, then I remind myself like,
But it's also your last meal. So stupid.
okay, so I'm back with my meal of the day, and I've got a huge meal that I'm super excited to eat. So for the savory side, I have some tofu, some asparagus, and then brown rice that just has soy sauce, sesame oil, and then I sprinkle a little bit of salt and sesame seeds on top. Lovely. And then, this is so heavy. Oh my god. I have about 3.5 servings of oats in here. I did 3.5 because I've done 4 servings of oats before, and I always get a little bit of spillage at the top, so we stuck with 3.5 servings of oats. I have like an entire container of cut up strawberries, and then like half a container of blueberries, and then I have half serving of peanut butter mixed in, and then 1 full serving of peanut butter drizzled. Oh, it's not peanut butter, almond butter. Is there a difference? Yeah, there's a difference. And I also have a scoop of vegan protein powder in there, vegan vanilla protein powder. And then I'm also going to have a crunchy peanut butter Clif Bar. These are my favorite Clif Bars ever. I love them. So we've got a giant meal here. Oh my god, this is gonna be lovely. I know maybe some people are gonna say that I'm cheating because it's like 2 meals, but I'm gonna say that it's 1 meal. I feel like no matter what I do, people are gonna come below and say like, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, because a girl can't win. But this is what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna watch some YouTube, and yeah, that's gonna be end of day 2. Day 2. I will see you guys tomorrow.
So whoever recommended that I watch this video, like I remember in the comment it was like, you should watch Diana Malloy, I think is her name. Diana Malloy do OMAD. She did it, but it was very uninformed. And like, I didn't think anything of that when I read it. I was like, all right, whatever. But oh my god, uninformed is like the perfect word here. So okay, like because you ate 2 different types of foods, that is 2 meals. No, that's not. Anybody who says that, like, oh my god, like please, like check yourself into remedial classes, and like just, you're not allowed to communicate with other human beings in society until you like raise your intelligence somewhat. No offense, but kind of a little offense, not to her, but like whoever said that or thought about saying that to people. I don't know, whatever. Second, regarding OMAD, in my experience, I've noticed that women, they have a harder time with OMAD as opposed to men. I don't know why. I think, this is my own theory, but I think that what it really is that they are, and this is like an awful video, but I think they're just weaker overall, like mentally also. I think they're just like meant, and okay, not everybody, blah blah blah, but like I think overall, like when you tell in my experience, when I've told a girl that I eat one meal a day, they're like, oh my god, I could never do that, never, one meal a day. How don't you get headaches? Don't you have like no energy? Don't you like, blah blah blah? Whereas, I mean, yeah, okay, I guess guys say that too, but like occasionally I'll get a girl to try OMAD, and it's like she's like, I didn't eat anything until 11 a.m. Wow, I did so good. Okay. So yeah, harder for girls to do OMAD for sure. Like, again, good for her for trying something. Like, good for her. You can never really, like, good for anybody for trying anything. Like, I'm sure she's really good. Like, if I tried to, like, I don't know, stupid example, put on makeup, right? Or put on makeup in my life. But if I tried, she could totally be like, oh my God, you did your eyeliner like that? What a fucking idiot. I would suck because I've never done it before. She's obviously good at it, right? Anyway, but that's it. Like I said, vegans need to eat a higher volume of food, right? So she's got like a lot of food, and it's just like all that oatmeal. You don't need, like, she hasn't mentioned going to the gym at all, ever. So this is just like, I don't want to say it's a train wreck, but it's like, this is like, okay, I'm being so mean in this video, but I just can't stop myself. It's like if you told like a smart monkey like to do something and they went and did it. It's like not like a person would like follow instructions. It's like how a smart monkey would do it, kind of, right? Obviously like a monkey can't do OMAD, but you get what I'm saying. I don't even know, like, what am I watching here?
Okay, it's day 3. I'm looking like a hot mess. Well, not hot, just a mess. It's fine. We're doing great here. I'm in the middle of having a mental breakdown, so I decided to eat to calm my nerves. Sorry, I'm in summer classes and I have an exam coming up, and I'm doing practice problems, and I realize I don't know shit. I basically have the same meal that I had on day 1, and it's just 2 burgers on English muffins. I have a double cheeseburger, and then these are just 2 chicken patties, and I topped the chicken one with hummus and vegan mayo. The reason I add vegan mayo, by the way, is because one of my favorite childhood fast food places was Wendy's, and I always got the spicy chicken sandwich, and they always added mayo. And then I have a bunch of fries right here. I also have my veggies, so I just have some broccoli and then extra mushrooms that couldn't fit on the burgers. And then I'm also going to eat, for some more carbs, this bag of Bear baked banana chips, and then I'm gonna have this bag of these gluten-free bites. I love these things so much. These are like one of my favorite snacks of all time. So yeah, that's going to be my meal for the night, and I'm gonna turn the camera off before I start crying from stress. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hello, friends.
It is day 5. It's day 5 of this, which means tomorrow's going to be the last day, and then I'm going to do the whole entire update thing on Saturday. And I also asked, oh my god, and I also asked you guys on my Instagram. I like posted a question response thingy where you guys can ask me questions in regards to this whole experiment, this diet, and then I can answer any of them on Saturday. As you can see, I'm extremely out of it. I'm like, it's not even because of this whole like diet experiment thing. Actually, maybe a little bit, but it's not even because of that. It's just because I'm in summer classes and
We're in the grind time, people.
and I'm just very stressed. I will say that this experiment definitely not helping. I know that I'm only doing it for a week, so obviously, like, if you want to do this for a longer period of time, the first week is going to be the most difficult because you're just adjusting and stuff like that. But one thing that I've really noticed is how cranky I am, and like I'm so easily irritated. I feel terrible because I feel like people breathe in the wrong way, and I'm just like,
Oh my god.
which I'm not usually like that. I'm usually like a very nice person, but I feel like I've just been really cranky lately, and I just feel like with the mixture of the stress from school and then the mixture of this, it's just like, another thing is I feel like this experiment is really affecting my sleep, because since I'm not doing this as like a diet in terms of calories and things like that, like I'm getting enough calories throughout the day, it's just all in one meal. And I eat quite a bit of calories because I enjoy food, that's why. And it's quite a bit of calories for my body to digest in one go. So I feel like my body is just doing extra work while I'm trying to sleep, and I feel like my quality of sleep has just not been the best, because I feel like I'm getting the same amount of sleep, but I wake up so not feeling too hot, my friends. And my workouts also haven't been that great. Also, I'm just like going off on a tangent right now, but I've been pretty bloated. Not really like bloated, but my digestion just, it's not the best. And my digestion is usually so top notch, like it's the best. But I wake up and I'm just like, I feel like I interrupt my digestion when I wake up, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys can tell. Like I haven't eaten anything and my stomach feels like kind of like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel too great, I didn't film yesterday just because I had the same meal that I've had, I had the burgers and the fries. That's the update for day 5. That's all I have to say as of right now. Hello, friends. It's the last day. I'm not showing my face.
Oh my god, she's like all over the place. Am I just like super out of it? I can't like concentrate on anything she's saying. What did she even say? I need to like rewind this.
Too hot, my friends. And my workouts also haven't been that great. Also, I'm just like,
all right, so she is working out. Oh my god, I'm like, I probably shouldn't even upload this video.
meal that I've had.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. All right, the whole cranky thing. Yeah, that's a thing. Like being cranky when you do OMAD or when you're fasting, like that is definitely going to happen, right? But that is, I'm not sure if it's really necessarily being cranky as a result of not eating food. I think it's just kind of letting the, having less patience for playing the like social nice game. That doesn't even make sense, but you know what I mean, right? Like pleasantries of like your typical like American day, like, oh, how are you? Oh, I'm good. How are you? Like, you just don't have patience for that anymore in the beginning. Okay, I would say only in the beginning. Once you like get used to it, that goes away. Okay, but there is some of that, and I think that you will retain like a bit of clarity, like a little bit of an edge throughout the day. Okay, now what she also said was the whole like digestion thing. Now, I personally eat my meal at night. I've been doing it for years, so maybe this is something that I don't necessarily notice as much as she does. However, I will say that if you don't eat anything all day, right, and then you eat 2 fucking cheeseburgers and 2 like chicken, like a double chicken sandwich or fake chicken sandwich patty, like, first of all, that's what are you even eating? Like, how are you alive, right? That's not exactly food. It doesn't seem like that would digest well anyway. So it's possible that maybe she's just not like noticing throughout the day, if she's eating throughout the day, that food doesn't digest well, but she's just like going throughout the day and she's eating a smaller volume of food. However, I have heard, I think Snake Diet Guy said this, that like when you eat at night, this is why he recommends breakfast. When you eat at night, your body's trying to sleep, and trying to digest food while you sleep is somehow bad. I personally like eating at night because the spike in insulin helps me sleep, I think. And I'm obviously like judging from this video a little bit groggy today, but I did, I ran fucking 7 miles yesterday and like crushed workout at some like outdoor park, or outdoor gym in a park in Bangkok. So like I have an excuse. But yeah, as far as like being groggy and bloated when you wake up, like let's say that's even true, I would prefer, right, to have slightly worse sleep and let's say, I don't know, an hour or so of bloating in the morning when I wake up, when my body's like kind of putting the finishing touches on digestion, to be able to capitalize on an additional, let's say 12 hours of just like lean, clean, not having to worry about preparing food or eating food or recovering from eating food. I would rather, I'll make that trade for sure. So it's not like, and maybe there's a way to do OMAD, like, and to be fair, I've noticed that these problems are less apparent like depending on the foods that I eat. Like for example, if I have like my 2 favorite foods are oatmeal and eggs, right? Like a massive meal of oatmeal and eggs. If I have a very like cardio heavy workout, like when I was doing Muay Thai, that shit was the bomb. Or if I don't have something quite that intense, like raw meat and raw eggs, that's like you eat it, you don't even feel like, you don't even like poop the next day. It's like there's nothing there. Your body just uses all of it. So like fake vegan hamburgers, like I have no idea what's in that. Probably if you read the box, it's like, this is 100% vegan. Don't read the ingredients though. Another problem with like this vegan thing is like they eat so much processed food. Like, okay, and again, like I said, being vegan, it's for the animals. You don't want to contribute to the factory farming and like basically like these animals living in cages. Fine, that's not, that's the reason, I guess. But to have it kind of mislabeled as like the healthier choice, I think is misleading. Anyway, let's just finish this.
I have the burgers and the fries. That's the update for day 5. That's all I have to say as of right now. Hello, friends. It's the last day. I'm not showing my face because I look god awful. So you're welcome for censoring my face. I've got you covered. I'm having tea. I think liquids are allowed. If they're not, I don't care. I'm so hungry. Like, oh my god, I'm starving. I think my least favorite thing about this experiment diet or whatever is the fact that it like manipulates your hunger cues. I'm a huge advocate for just eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're full, which is just intuitive eating. But with this diet, I'm hungry and I have to tell myself,
Oh, I can't eat yet.
I think that's just weird. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that part. But we're going to talk about the pros and cons tomorrow once the final day is over and I can show you guys all the results and everything like that. But I'm having some chai tea, and this has been one of my favorite chai teas lately. And then I'm going to add some creamer to it. I have this Better Half vanilla creamer, and it's just coconut cream and almond milk. I'm also going to add just a little bit of, I'm sorry if I sound super dead right now. I got like no sleep last night. I'm going to add like 1 drop of these Sweet Drops vanilla cream liquid stevia. Oh my god. I do have something fun, I guess, planned for my meal today, just because I feel like I've been having the same stuff over and over. So I've never tried this, but I'm kind of excited to. Green lentil penne, and I think I'm just gonna have the whole box. So yeah, hopefully it tastes good. It's just green lentil flour and quinoa flour, and there's 14 grams of protein per serving. And then I'm also, I think, gonna have this bag of chips. I'm so happy. Did you guys know that these are vegan? Okay, I always bought these at like Whole Foods and Sprouts and stuff like that, and they were always vegan for me. But whenever I would show them in a video, people would say that they're not vegan. And then when I would go on their website, it would say they weren't vegan. But when I would look at the ingredient list, it was vegan, and I was so confused. I was like, are they lying?
It's a fucking potato chip. Like, how could it not be vegan? You know? Like, oh, this whole vegan thing, I just can't. And again, like I said, it's ethical, whatever, fine. Like, you love animals. I love animals too. I fucking love animals. Not like, oh, I love eating them. Like, I love cats. I love dogs, fucking cows. Like, if I see an animal, like, my natural instinct is to, like, go over and pet it. But some of these people are just so, like, and not her, right? But, like, a potato chip isn't vegan? Like, how fucking dumb do you have to be? Like, it's a fucking potato chip. Hunger cues, like, how much therapy have you been to? Seriously. Again, like, I'm like, I don't mean for her to, like, take the brunt of my, like, morning grogginess, but who talks like that? Like, hunger cues. Where's your, like, emotional strength? Or not even emotional strength, like, where's your basic level of, like, self-control? Like, if there's any teenage girls watching this, like, do you not have any pride? Like, where's your fucking self-respect? Like, you saw a fucking potato chip, like, you heard somebody talk about how they lost 5 pounds and you, like, go to pieces. Like, go fucking, like, what is wrong with you? Honestly, like, boo fucking who? Shit, dude. What else did she say? All this processed food that she's eating, like, where's, like, you're a vegan. Okay, so this is why I think, and I don't know, I've not done any research on this, but, like, is being a vegan more common for girls, right? Because in my experience, girls are more, they need more novelty, just kind of in general. They're, like, a lot less in control of, they just have less self-control, right? Like, if you look, and again, I'm being a dick and simplifying, but if you take, like, your average girl, right? She's on fucking Instagram all day, like, swiping through stories, just has, like, no patience for anything, right? You can't eat the same food every day as a girl. God forbid you have the same meal 2 days in a row, right? You gotta have the fucking, you can't have lentils, actual lentils. You have to have lentil pasta that's processed and fucking all the, like, nutrients baked out of it at, like, super high temperatures, comes to, like, a cute little plastic bag. You can't have, like, a potato, right, and season it. You have to have the potato chip. Like, maybe she's being paid for this, I doubt it. But this is, like, these are not, like, being vegan in and of itself is not, like, it could, I guess, be a healthy thing, because if you do it like the athletes who I've reviewed, Blissful Athlete and Patrick Baboumian, who eat, like, I don't think Patrick Baboumian's eating fucking lentil pasta. Homie probably eats lentils. He actually, like, buys a can of lentils and eats lentils. Blissful Athlete, like, I doubt that guy has touched a fucking colorful plastic bag in years. But this is just, like, I don't know. Let's just move on.
Lying to me, but maybe I was getting, like, the new formula, because now on these bags it says vegan right here. Love these pop chips so much, and it's so hard to find vegan barbecue chips, so I'm gonna have, like, this bag with the pasta, and I'm gonna try to make, like, a baked ziti or something like that with the pasta with some, like, vegan cheese. It's gonna be fantastic. On my last video, no, it was my last video, I think it was, like, 2 videos ago, where I ate nothing but fruit and vegetables for, like, 3 days, I said that I never tasted difference in apples, and a bunch of you guys in the comments were triggered, and you were like,
Girl, no, you gotta try this apple, this apple, and this apple.
so I went to Sprouts and I got 3 different apples, and I'm just gonna eat them all tonight, because what am I supposed to do? Take a bite and then, like, put it in the fridge? It's gonna get gross. So I got an Envy apple, and then I got a Pink Lady apple.
She's so cute.
And then we have a Honeycrisp. But yeah, that's the game plan for today's meal. And then I'm gonna add a bunch of, like, veggies and stuff to the pasta. That's gonna be the last day. I will obviously show you guys the meal once I'm making it. I look terrible, but, you know, I'm just gonna show my face to the world. I look so bad. You know what? This is the reality of it. This is just, I look like one of those things where if you take this and then put a picture of me with makeup on, it's like,
This is why you can't trust women.
this is the reality of it. I look terrible. I feel terrible. This is by far the worst day. I'm gonna eat these apples, make my baked ziti. I'm really sorry. I know when I go back to editing this, I'm gonna be like, Diana, you should just cut out your face. I'm not, like, hating on how I look in that terms. I just feel like I look so bad because I feel terrible right now. I feel like that's showing through my face. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Ooh, that's gorgeous. I love that. Love that for her. She's beautiful. Okay, so as you guys are seeing here, this is going to be my meal for the night, and I am so freaking excited to eat this. So we have this whole entire box of pasta. I'm gonna shut up and eat this, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Hello friends, I just recorded this entire thing and I realized I wasn't recording. So here we are again. But I am done with this diet, this 1 meal a day diet or whatever. In the physique update you just saw, you'll see that I'm actually up 0.2 pounds, which is so insignificant. Pretty much there was no change in weight. I don't think there's really any change in physique. My measurements are exactly the same. If there were a reason, look guys, I got really excited that I didn't have to do this diet anymore and I could just eat whenever I wanted. So I had a few of these dark chocolate pretzels. They're fantastic. I had like 4 of these. It's no big deal. When I was eating them, I was like, oh shit, wait, I have to film the physique update and do the weigh-in and stuff like that. So that might be the reason. But in conclusion, we can say there was basically no change. So I did ask you guys on my Instagram.
Oh my god. She's cute. Like, let's just address that first. Like, okay, she looks good with makeup, but like with no makeup, she's super cute. Like, and I know she said like it's not that she feel like she doesn't think she's like ugly or something. Just like I guess she feels whatever groggy or something. But she's a cutie for sure. So like here's the thing with like OMAD and fucking carnivore and like all this like all these like I don't want to say fad diets, but like all these, it's called a protocol. It's a means to an end. Okay, like it's not that necessarily like who did I do? I did a video with Greg Doucette where he was talking about how, you know, my program you can eat 5 meals a day and still be happy or still be healthy and lose weight and blah blah blah. And that's true. You can for sure. Just because I recommend OMAD and I recommend fasting or whoever else recommends it, that doesn't mean that's the only way. There's a million ways to skin a cat. However, the reason I recommend it is because it's easier as a means to an end, right? Like if I, for example, know that I have 1 hour to eat at night, I'm not going to snack all day. I'm not going to have my, like, okay, if I do decide to have a snack, let's say I eat my meal, right? And I, you know, number one, I know that I'm going to eat 90% of my calories with like healthy food, not fucking fake vegan burgers and fake vegan cheese and like potato chips and like, oh my God, like what are you eating? And if I do want to snack, like by the time like I like let my like binge demon fucking whisper in my ear, you know, it's like an hour before I go to bed and like how much can I actually eat? Like I got fucking anime to watch, you know, like I can't be fucking eating that much shitty food. I'll have like maybe like a couple days this week I've had like 2 Kit Kat bars and fucking a package of crispy M&Ms, you know, and that's after like my like 7-mile run and fucking hour-long workout in the gym. You know, I earned it. Like I don't give a fuck, you know. But that's just because that works for me. If I'm eating 6 meals throughout the day, I'm not going to run 7 miles. Are you kidding me? I'm going to have fucking 3 pounds of food in my stomach. I'm not going to want to run anywhere. I'm going to want to run to like the convenience store and fucking buy Diet Coke or something because I'm so used to eating throughout the day that I'm like, okay, I just had something that like stimulated my brain. I want to eat more. What else can I eat? It's been an hour. I've been working. Like I want to treat myself. I'm bored. I want a break. Go and eat something else. You know what I mean? That's why I recommend OMAD, because when you completely eliminate the possibility that you will do that because you've essentially committed to yourself, I'm not going to eat anything, which is why I think fasting is so good. It just totally simplifies the entire process. This girl, like, and again, like, this is a perfect example of somebody like saying to themselves, I want to lose weight. There's this new diet that I want to try. I don't think it's going to work. I'm not going to do any research on how to do it properly. I'm not going to do it properly at all. And then when I'm done, I'm going to say, oh, you know what? Like it didn't work. I knew it wasn't going to work. And now like I'm vindicated because this possible solution is no longer a possible solution. And now I can feel slightly better about the fact that it's not my fault that I haven't lost any weight. Okay. So yeah.
If you guys have any questions in regards to like the diet and my experience with it and things like that, because I feel like there's always questions in the comments and I would like to answer the most frequently asked questions in the video. I think the 2 most common questions were how many calories did I eat for these meals and did these trigger me in any way? Was I tempted to binge and things like that? Those were like the most common questions out of all these. I had a minimum of like 2,000 calories. I don't think I ever dipped under 2,000 calories. I'm pretty sure it was more like 23 to 2,500 calories. I think I didn't track anything, but I made sure I was eating enough food because I think it's really easy to undereat if you're only having 1 meal a day. And then in regards to being tempted to binge or if I was triggered by these or anything like that, I also got a lot of questions just asking like, do these diets in general ever trigger you? If these diets ever triggered me, I would just stop immediately because doing these diets and stuff for YouTube is not worth the hard work I put into recovery and just like throwing all that away. It's not worth it. So if I was ever triggered, I promise you guys, I would just stop. But I think, no, I don't think, I know I'm at a relationship with food and with my body and with myself that like I can do these diets and I can honest to God say that I don't get triggered at all. I think more than anything when I do these little experiments, if I'm doing like an extreme diet or like a fad diet or things like that, I just feel bad for the people that do these diets and feel like they need to do these diets. It just makes me feel bad for them and I want to help them. But in terms of this particular diet, okay, here's the thing. This is all from my personal experience and my own opinions. Don't rip me apart in the comments. I'm not like speaking for everyone, just speaking for myself. I think if you're not smart part with this type of diet, I think it's really easy to undereat, and it's also really, really easy to overeat. I think my least favorite thing about this diet is that it messes with your hunger cues. Like, I'm a huge advocate for eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're full, you know, just eating like a normal person. And if that means, you know, 5 to 6 small meals throughout the day or 2 to 3 large meals throughout the day, if that's what makes you satisfied, if that's what makes you happy, good for you. And if you do this diet, the OMAD diet, and you love it, please ignore everything that I'm saying. I'm personally just not a fan, because I remember it would be like noon or something and I'd be so hungry, because I would usually eat something around noon, like at least a little nibble on something. And I was so hungry, and I had to tell myself,
Oh, no, you can't eat yet.
it's like,
Why not?
why can't I? Like, I'm hungry right now. So
Here's why, sweetie pie. I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? If you look at yourself in the mirror, I'm not talking about you specifically, but let's take you as an example, because you were brave enough to make this video and share your experience with everybody in the world, basically. Why shouldn't you eat during the day? Because I'm not saying you're fat, but like, if you look at, if one looks at their stomach and one cannot see one's abs, then that hunger, that feeling of hunger during the day, what that should tell you is that you are, every second that you feel that hungry feeling, you are getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier, and like better looking and more attractive. And like, that's the truth, right? Why do I love feeling hungry. I fucking love that shit. I love when I get that hungry feeling in my stomach and I'm like, I'm fucking starving right now. Like, I could fucking eat anything right now. I love that. I look forward to that. If I don't have that feeling during the day, like right now I don't really have it. I woke up like an hour ago. You know, I'm still like digesting. If I don't have that, I'm like, fuck, like when am I going to start feeling hungry? You know, because I know that when I start feeling hungry, there's no food in my system. My body is not like processing any of the like food that I ate last night. And if my body is not processing any of the food that I ate last night, guess what it's doing? It's fucking burning stored fat. But people these days are, number one, so pampered, so coddled, so like, oh, you like got sad one time and ate a fucking cookie, like, oh my god, let's like pay special attention to you and like treat you like a victim because you have no fucking self-control. Like what? Like, I want to send a message to like the teenage girls of America. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, how spoiled are you? Seriously, like, get your ass in the gym, eat some fucking vegetables, and like go train. I don't know, like all of this, like, and again, I don't want to like jump down her throat, like, much respect, Diana Malloy, for making this video. You tried it. I guess that does count for something. You're sharing your experience. You're admitting that, I don't want to say you failed, you know, it didn't work for you. But like, I don't know, am I being like an elitist snob here by saying these things? I just think this is like a basic level of like self-respect, to not to just care more about, she doesn't look bad, she's cute, right? I would, you know, like, she's a cutie. But how like weak are, and maybe this is an exception, maybe this is like an outlier of like a group of eating disorders, I don't really know. And another thing, okay, this whole like eating disorder thing, like, nobody ever, please, like, never say that again. Like, that's, you should, what is an eating disorder? It is bad behavior, okay? That's all it is. It's bad behavior. If somebody, let's take an extreme example. Let's say you have somebody and this is so extreme, like, I hope I don't trigger you by saying this. Fucking like, what? Let's say somebody goes out and they fuck, I don't know, dogs, right? Some guy, right? He's a dog fucker. You know, he fucks animals, let's just say. And he does it in like a super violent way. Like, he fucks them and then he cuts off all their arms and legs and then kills them. Okay, and let's say that this becomes a common thing, right? And a lot of people start doing this and it gets branded as a disorder. Is that a disorder? For him to like consciously choose, like, I kind of want to fuck a fucking German Shepherd today. And then he goes out, he like goes through all of the necessary steps to like shop for the German Shepherd and buy the German Shepherd and like buy the machete and like clean his like limb chopping room in his house and like buy fucking dog lube or like whatever. Like, he makes 1,000 decisions in order to like facilitate his like kink, to get his like little like whatever, you know, whatever like flicks that switch in his mind that makes him feel satisfied. Is that a disorder? if you claim it's like a medical disorder and you do studies on it and there's thousands of people that do it, no, that's bad behavior. Like, seriously, like, you're not a victim. You're just fucking doing stupid shit. Man, I need a break. All right, let's just finish this.
Why can't I eat right now? Like, why do I have to wait till the end of the day? I don't know. I think this diet is just like, if you're not smart about it, I think it's really difficult for it to be a healthy form of weight loss. Like, for me, I don't think I could ever do a diet like this where I just have one meal a day, because by the end of the night, guys, all I wanted to do was like order food or something like that, or just eat like pre-packaged meals. I tried to cook for all these days just for the sake of you guys. I didn't want to show you guys just me eating frozen meals or getting Uber Eats or Postmates or something like that. I feel like I wouldn't be as interesting, but that's really all I wanted to do, because I was so hungry at the end of the day, but I was so tired because I hadn't eaten anything, so I had no energy, and the last thing I wanted to do was cook. Another question that came up a few times was, do you think this diet is sustainable? Not for me. Personally, just not for me. I think that intermittent fasting or like timing your meals and things like that can be really helpful depending.
All right, so this is like, I'm gonna calm down a little bit. If you don't have a plan of what you're going to eat specifically when it is time to actually eat, you're headed for trouble. Doesn't sound like she had a plan at all. Sounds like she was just like, what do I want to eat today? Well, I don't want to eat the same thing I ate yesterday, so I'm going to eat like some other like processed fake shit food that I have lying around or that's vegan that my like, anorexic fucking teeny bopper subscribers will like, click like about. I'm being so mean. Oh my God. Diana Malloy, I'm so sorry. Like, it has nothing to do with you. I'm just like, I don't know what's wrong with me today. If you don't have a plan, like if you don't know exactly what you're going to eat, you're headed for trouble, okay? Because it sounds to me like she just like wanted the stimulation of eating, because it sounds like she's very, like she gets a lot of her like, let's call it a dopamine spike or whatever from eating. She's like, well, I wanted to eat today, so like, why can't I eat anytime I want? It's like, I want to feel good by putting food in my mouth and chewing and getting that like momentary kick of pleasure, because I don't have anything else, because I'm super stressed from being a student or like whatever her life is like, right? What was I talking about? Yeah, if you don't have that, then and you're like you don't plan specifically what you're going to eat, then you're gonna have a bad time. Also, I don't know what her workouts are like, but so I can't really comment on that. But like you need to have a plan what you're going to eat. And please, for the love of God, like I know you're a vegan. Maybe these companies are like paying you to like show their snacks on camera. But like, did you eat one piece of natural food? Like, I guess you made like some vegetables a little bit, but like, what is that? That's nothing. It's like water and fiber. Anyway, let's just finish this, please.
On your schedule, but to just say that the 1 meal a day diet is great and sustainable and is going to work for everyone, it's just not true. I'm not going to even say it's in my opinion. No, it's not true, because this is not going to work for everyone. It sure as hell didn't work for me. I was miserable. And then the last question that I'm going to touch on is this question, and it says, did food thoughts become more intense throughout this diet, or did you think less about it? Definitely more intense. Like, I feel like I thought about food all freaking day. Even when I kept myself busy, I was like subconsciously thinking about food. Like, all I could think about was like, oh my God, I can't wait to eat later. I never usually think that way. I usually just, I'm hungry and I want to eat, I just eat, and I feel like that's so much better. But that's going to conclude this video. I can tell that my memory's running out on my camera.
All right. It comes down to this, okay? Like, if you actually got through this video, like, this is like, I don't want to upload this. This video is like a train wreck from beginning to end on my part, right? Like, I normally don't talk like this. Like, this is bad. I feel bad for how I talked, right? Just because I try to keep it very positive. I try to be very nice. And like, I'm reviewing these people's videos. They put a lot of work into editing them and filming them, and they do all of this stuff, and they create the content with like a positive intent. And here I am, some like fucking commentator nobody, being like, oh, she's fucking stupid. Like, it's terrible. I'm a horrible person. I feel really bad. Like, I don't want to upload this, but I probably will. That said, it comes down to one thing, okay? You don't have strong enough reasons for being fit and being healthy, okay? You don't, bottom line. I like to give the example of, if you knew that somebody was going to break your legs and kill your entire family if you didn't lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds or whatever, right? You would do it for sure, unless you're like some sociopath, right? You would for sure do it. Why? Because you have a strong enough reason to actually do it. You know what I mean? And all these like girls, I'm guessing these are girls, right? Who like are distraught about like, did you think about food? They don't have any, I don't know, maybe like our society doesn't like expect enough from girls. And like, if you think about it traditionally, like if you're on like one of these like red pill things, right? There's a lot of emphasis on like, oh, women should stay in the kitchen and like live a traditional life. That doesn't, I don't think, put enough like that doesn't really exist anymore. So like if a girl's not going to take the more traditionally like male route of working and like being useful to society, let's just say, like what does she have? Like I can see now, and I never really saw this before, but I can see like how girls would be so lost that they have essentially nothing to focus on other than like, oh my God, like I get all my pleasure from food, and like, did you think about food? I guess I could see how that would happen. But bottom line, just find something that's more important to you than food. Like anything. Take up a sport, get a hobby. Like I don't know. Like this is so like alien to me. Anyway, let me just finish this video with, I guess, my summary. Perfect example of somebody who doesn't really seem like they actually wanted to succeed in the first place. Like she kind of went into this thinking to herself, I like eating. I don't want to only eat once a day because I derive so much of my joy in life from eating. So I don't really want this to work. I don't expect it to work. I'm probably going to like self-sabotage myself so it doesn't work. And the like additional dimension of my subscribers probably wouldn't, like they would like have to go through so many like mental gymnastics to agree with me if it did work, that I would have to change my entire identity and like all of the stuff that I'm saying. It's like way too much work to actually like imply like if it actually did work. And all of that additional work is not worth to her, I'm assuming, the additional, let's say 1 or 2 points on the attractiveness scale that she would get, probably because she's already like really cute. And I'm assuming does not, studies a lot apparently, and doesn't really put herself in situations where her attractiveness matters so much, I guess. Probably doesn't go out that much, like maybe a little bit here and there, but probably not like making herself not like, not sexually available, but like not like, putting her pheromones out, I guess. So just not worth it overall. My opinion, but like I said, I guess OMAD isn't for everybody. Like you can eat 5 meals a day and still be lean and healthy, but that implies that you actually, want to be. Okay, so that, like, again, Diana Malloy, like, I'm really sorry. I just like lost my temper on this video, but this whole like eating disorder thing, I just think it's an excuse for bad behavior. And I think to kind of build an entire industry around something like this, you're turning it into like, it's like the breast cancer thing, right? Like, okay, yeah, it sucks to get breast cancer, but the whole like pink ribbon bullshit is to like turn like a cancer survivor is a hero. Like you made bad choices and your health like went to shit because you like birth control. Okay. It's like you fucked with your hormones and you ate shitty food and you like didn't take care of your health. And okay, it sucks to like get your breasts cut off because you had fucking cancer, but you made bad choices. Now you're a hero. Like, okay, it sucks. Like, I'm sorry if that happened to somebody out there who's watching this, but that should not be like, think about if we like publicly shame these people, right? Nobody would want to get breast cancer if you publicly shamed them, right? And you said like, look at this horrible person, like look how disgusting they are. And this is really mean. It's sad and it's like cruel, right? But imagine what would go through people's minds, right? They would see somebody. This is why I don't think fat shaming is bad. But anyway, they would see somebody who like went through this terrible thing, which is bad enough in and of itself. And instead of like being a hero, they are like publicly shamed and ridiculed, and their life is further ruined by the fact that now they're like an outcast in society. Nobody would get breast cancer. Are you kidding me? That shit would be avoided like the plague. All right. So anyway, I'm really sorry, Diana Malloy. Like, it's not you. You just happen to be today's. I don't know. I'm really sorry. Anyway, if you guys have any other recommendations for YouTubers or videos you want me to take a look at, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.